Alright everybody, welcome back to Dad's Coffee Break. My name is James, and today I am taking a break to look at the first major patch for Kingdoms Reborn, which has finally arrived today, the one that we've all been waiting for. And I even did a little bit of a sneak peek by looking at it in the era progression test patch in my previous videos, but today the official patch has finally been released. So what I wanted to do was go through the patch notes with you guys here and then dive into a let's play of the game. So let's go ahead and take a look at those notes. Okay, so here we are in the patch notes. Now these are the patch notes on Steam. I don't know if the Discord has more complete version of this, but I figured this is a good chance for us, a good version of it that we can just kind of take a look at, not get too deep into the weeds on. But this patch really adds a lot of new capabilities or aspects of the game. First of all, it adds era progression, so both the tech tree, your town's upgrades, the house upgrade unlocks are all tied now to 4 different eras: the Dark Age, Middle Age, Enlightenment Age, and the Industrial Age. And so they've completely revamped the research trees. They've added world wonders and it looks like a new victory condition here, and then they added a ton of new artwork, which is only just hinted at in some of these screenshots right here. But if you dive into the game, I mean, look at this. This is the town center with some houses around it. It looks fantastic. And if you also, if you're in the Dark Age, there's different textures for that as well. The amount of artwork that has gone into this update is just huge and really shows the amount of work that they put into it. But diving into it, I don't know, man, and I guess that's kind of it. But diving into it, so, like I said, 4 different eras: Dark, Middle, Enlightenment, Industrial. Each era is going to bring new resources, new bonuses, things like that. A lot of new buildings have also been added, which we saw just a glimpse of in the era progression test patch. So things like the glassworks being able to produce glass, steel, concrete factory, even an oil rig for powering and providing electricity to some of those structures. And then, like they mentioned in some of the previous announcements, they've also added world wonders. So flaunt your kingdom's success by building these oversized structures. And they also grant powerful gameplay bonuses and large amounts of victory score. So now they've also updated the victory condition. So now ends once all different world wonders are constructed. Victory score is calculated based on wonders built, population, happiness, and money. So the game will end once the world wonders are built, and then it's all based, the score that you achieve is all based on these factors here. Now before, and if you've watched my previous Let's Plays, you've seen me go there. Before, the victory condition was just a straight economic victory condition, and I think you had to amass, I think 1 million gold pieces, or gold, or whatever they call it, which was, in my opinion, pretty tedious. And if you watch my Let's Plays, I think I've made that very clear in the last couple episodes. But I'm really interested to see how this World Wonders victory condition plays out. Now that you're not just hoarding money, it's going to be interesting to see how quickly the game moves, how skilled the AI is at building these World Wonders, and how, I guess, the overall pacing of the game feels with this victory condition. Because last time, before, it was, like I said, kind of tedious. You're just left kind of continuing to build up your towns, as you see fit, which is fun. But after a certain point, it seemed like, you're just kind of waiting for the end of the game. So it's going to be interesting to see how this is. So, and that looks, honestly, that looks like that's all for the patch notes, which is interesting, especially since it's such a big patch. Yeah. So, Yeah, a little unsure. But yeah, so let's go ahead. What I want to do is dive into the game, start a new Let's Play, and get a closer look at this. So let's switch back over. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's dive into it. We'll start a new game. That is fine. I'm going to randomize this. I don't get... Here we go. That's fine. I'm going to play a small map. I am going to do 2 AI players just in case performance becomes an issue. And I'm going to do normal. I think for all the changes that they made, I think normal's probably pretty safe. I'll bump it up back to brutal, which I usually play on as time goes on. But let's go ahead. Let's generate this world and dive into it. And by the way, yeah, even the artwork behind some of these menus has been updated like this. So just looks really good. Yeah, look at that. Okay, yeah, take a look at this. Okay. The Great Freeze left civilization in ruin. Few were strong enough to withstand the cold and plague that claimed the earth. Decades have passed since the frost took our lands, and our courage and hope have returned with the melting of the ice. Falls to us, we surviving few, to rebuild and flourishing civilization. Cheers to it again. Cool. Cool. All right. Oh, what's this? Oh. So, looks... From my look at the test patch, they had updated some of the icons, but it looks like they may have updated a few more. Coal being the one I'm noticing right now. But let's see... In here, honestly, it does not look terrible. And we could come in here, get this desert, get some desert bonuses. The only problem is, again, is the trees. Let's take a look around. This actually wouldn't be bad. This really wouldn't be bad. Come in here, get this coal. You'll have grapes. That's it. I guess you could come up and get these tulips. I don't want to do a cold region right now. Not a lot of farming here is the only problem. You might have some fertile land down here, but that's it. If you came here, you'd have tons of coffee, cocoa, though, just you don't get to really use that until late in the game. But if you come here, you'd have the coal and this nice river. Quite a long river, too. There's gold up here. That'd be a great resource outpost. Spot. God. Yeah, he always picks the best damn spots, too. Like, look at this. 4 coal deposits on this island. Immediately starts with iron. They have 2 luxuries and then gold. Yeah. Thanks, AI. I might... Very hard. Okay, so they moved it there. So in the oh, and they added some flavor text here as well. But they also put how hard the difficulty is, starting difficulty for certain regions. We could come here. This wouldn't make for an interesting, very hard. Could do the grassland. This desert. Could do the grassland. Get access to the iron. Get access eventually to the coal. We would have trouble with fishing. But we'd have a lot of place to expand and a lot of desert to expand into, which is not bad. This is all desert. This is some nice grassland. But I think it's a normal difficulty here just because you have all the forest. You have this lake. I think what we'll do is come here, expand into this iron province, because having the iron is going to be huge. Iron and coal, huge. So we can get steel tools, and then we can sell the iron. And the tools. So let's start here. It could be hard, but we'll see. I think we'll be fine. And then we'll place down our town hall. And I'm going to try to do it without taking out as much of the trees as I can. Let's do it like that. Okay. So choose a starting location. We can do wheat seeds. So we can start getting some wheat farms down. Trading post, which would be very... We're going to need trading posts and not ports since we're so... since we're inland. which is kind of unfortunate. We might be able to build a port on one of these lakes, but or we can go with the investment. I'm going to start with investment for right now. I think it'll take us a little while to burn through our supply of medicine and tools before we really need that trading post. And I'm not quite ready to put down my first farms yet, just because I do want to take advantage of some of the fruit trees around here as well. So let's go ahead, let's get investment. We do not need to be guided through the game. But yeah, so like I mentioned in the notes, they've also updated a lot of the artwork for the structures in the game. So including the town hall, which in the Dark Age looks really good. And we could immediately upgrade to level 2, but I think for right now, I'm going to hold off. The other thing that they updated, wow, they updated a lot of the artwork for just the cards. Clearly this is different than what it used to be. Even the back of these cards looks different and more detailed now. Some of the buttons have also been updated. Looks like this UI, this button, the overlays, has been adjusted. I don't want it. Game menus right here. It used to be over here, I believe. And then even down here, this build menu. And this build menu and the, yeah, look at that. Demolish has been changed. And this orders menu has been changed as well. So a lot of changes. Most of this menu over here looks the exact same. Maybe a little bit of an adjustment to the font, similar to like it was in the era progression test patch videos I did. But other than that, yeah, it looks a lot different, but it looks very good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this up, unlock the iron mine. We don't need it quite yet, so I'm actually not going to buy it. But I'm also going to buy this. Reason being, I'm going to build houses into the desert because there are a number of bonuses that you get as you progress through the game for desert housing. Desert housing and then like trading companies, things like that, all get a bonus when they're in desert. So good to take advantage of, and why a lot of the times desert can be extremely powerful. Okay, let's go ahead and bring up. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get 2 of these fruit gatherers just because we're going to need the food. Looks like we can get the most bang for our buck over here. Fortunately. Yeah, we'll go like that. And then I'm going to put another one right here. Let's see. Just looking at the fruit tree count. Let's see which one is the highest. Let's go right here. Housing is too far away. That's okay. We'll remedy that shortly. And then let's go ahead and build our road. There we go. Okay, so we've set up some houses. We've expanded a few provinces. I am going to want to come over here to get this coal eventually. This would also be a fantastic area to expand, and we have cannabis just right here, and grapes just right there. So we're setting ourselves up for success here, guys. This is what we're doing. And watch me just outright fail at this Let's Play. All right. I think that's pretty good. Let's go ahead and unpause. Now we do get to choose a biome bonus. This is something that was added in the latest patch. Depending on where you start, what resources you're around, you get to choose a bonus, a biome bonus, to really add some flavor to your game. So we have 2 choices here. We have trade for a living. Food, wood, coal has 0% trading fee. That's not bad. Or we could get ores like ores, coal, gemstones, 0%. I'm going to do this. That's not bad. We don't have any gemstones, though. We just don't. We will have iron. But I could see us trying to buy wood just because of our setup and living in the desert. So I'm going to do that. And the good part about these biome bonuses too is that they're more of a global bonus. They're not a card. So instead of having to pick and choose between these bonuses, these town bonuses, it's just a global bonus that gets added to your town hall, which is really nice. All right, so let's unpause. The other thing I noticed on the last couple videos I did was that the speed has been turned down. We'll go ahead and do that times 4 speed. One thing I did want to try, though. There we go. Yes. Okay, so it was alluded to me in the comments that you can speed it up. You can speed the game up beyond these arrows by hitting 4. So it just did that. Looks like that's what happened. And yeah, we can get back up to the speed that we're used to. Okay, so we just got our first couple houses built. Let's go ahead and let's look at that tech tree.